Hey guys, Gridolphin16 here, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be different from our normal style because this is going to be another football/soccer video. These usually do pretty well on my channel, and either way I feel like this is something that I want to go ahead and talk about anyway. I don't have a plan to make this channel football/soccer anytime soon, just completely. I don't want to do that. But I do want to upload this video because it is on my team, Real Madrid. And I want to talk about the 3-0 defeat in Paris the other day. So, let's go and get started. So first, if you guys do not know what happened, Champions League match day 1 for Madrid. Traveled to Paris to play PSG. PSG were without Neymar, Mbappe, and Cavani. We were without certain players. We were without Ramos, Modric, and Marcelo. So, pretty big misses for both teams. And at the end of the day, Di Maria scored 2 goals, got himself a brace against his former club, and they ended up winning 3-0. So, first, I want to just say, it is a little bit biased. I don't think Madrid got smacked as much as people have been saying. Because I watched the whole 90 minutes, as well as probably most of those people who have said that that it was really bad, a really bad performance. But there were definite yeses, like really good things in that game, and stuff that we can eat, that stuff that I feel we can improve on for the next match against PSG, which I think it's either November or December that match will be, and it will be at the Santiago Bernabeu. So first thing I want to step on is, well, not step on, that's a bad way to put it, but the first thing I want to talk about is Ferland Mendy, the 24-year-old from Lyon, who came in as a long-term replacement for Marcelo. So, he's definitely not first choice, and I feel like this match is a very, very, very good show of why he is not first choice yet. Yes, he made more tackles in this game than Marcelo has made in all 4 La Liga games. So, Marcelo's only made 2 tackles in La Liga so far, while Ferland Mendy pulled out 2 tackles against PSG the other day. So, he's I would say way more he's more defensive minded than Marcelo, but we could definitely see that he was more defensive minded. Real Madrid did not manage a single shot on target. It was pretty close on possession and everything. It's just Madrid could not get it on target. And Keylor Navas got to stand there untested, and the 2 goals that were disallowed, both of them, they were the only shots that Keylor actually did something for, and they both went in, showing that Real Madrid, if they could have had shots on target, they might have been able to score most of their shots, because Benzema's goal went in and then got called off for offside, and then Bale's went in after he chipped Keylor Navas and got taken off for the handball. And I think either way, if Bale does not handball that, and Lucas Vazquez does not make it an offside, I think either way, those goals are going in. So, if they could have had some shots on target, I feel like we could have won that game. Or at least got a draw out of it. Not Keylor Navas. Thibaut Courtois, once again a horrid performance. I think he should have easily been able to save that first goal, and then the third and second goal. Well, the second and third goal. The second goal, I don't think he was going to be able to save, and then the third goal. It was going to be tough for him to save it anyway, but that one was definitely more possible than the second goal. So, Courtois allowed a goal and that just hurt the entire game for Madrid. Because there were spells of about 10 to 15 minutes, a couple times in the match, where Madrid were just, they had all the ball, they had the entirety of the ball, and they were getting some chances off. Usually it would just go off target, or it would get passed backwards and it would go like into the middle and then go back out wide, and they would just keep cycling it. So yeah, but back to the Ferland Mendy thing. So I think if Marcelo plays this game, I think it goes much, much different. I think Marcelo would have created shots on target either by himself or with good crosses. Ferland Mendy attempted one cross and it was unsuccessful. Also, Marcelo is I think he's just more of an intelligent player at the moment. I think in a couple of years, Ferland Mendy might be overall better than Marcelo, but at the moment, I think Marcelo has him. And I think pretty much everybody can agree on that. I think if Marcelo plays, we get a couple shots on target, and like I said earlier, shots on target might have gone in 100% of the time, because the two shots that were on target went in, but then were disallowed. So, second talking point, Militao not having Sergio Ramos. First goal, Di Maria runs right in between. Rafael Varane has to cut off to the side because Carvajal gets beaten on the wing. And that means Varane has to step out to try to stop the cross or whatever he thinks. I don't remember who got the assist for that goal. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But it might have been Icardi. I'm not sure, but that's not important. Either way, Rafael Varane has to step out to hopefully stop that cross. And then whoever it is plays a short ball to Di Maria, and he just toe pokes it in. Militao, if you pay attention, it's Ferland Mendy and Militao at the top of the, like, on the top part of the box. If you're looking at the if you're looking at the angles, they're on the top part of the box, and you only see one player coming in, which Ferland Mendy was right next to, almost right next to. Militao was not marking anybody; he was just marking space, while Di Maria was running straight in front of him. I think if Militao steps out and actually stays with Di Maria, I think he creates a way harder goal-scoring opportunity for Di Maria, and I don't think that goal's going in. I think he pressures Di Maria, because then Di Maria, if he does that toe poke, it's most likely going to get blocked if Militao is there. Now, I think Sergio Ramos would have closed it down. Now, I know Sergio Ramos isn't the greatest defender at the moment, but I feel like he would have had the match intelligence to go in, try to close down Di Maria. He might not have gotten there quick enough, but I feel like he would have at least made an attempt. Militao did not make an attempt. Now, third talking point would be not having Luka Modric. Now, I don't see that as a problem in this match. I think you have James Rodriguez, Casemiro, Toni Kroos, and Modric as like your four main midfielders. James has had a good start. Casemiro, he isn't great just because he can't play the way that he is set to play. Like, Casemiro is very, very good at what he did a couple of years ago. Well, like 2 years ago. Yeah, so a couple of years ago. But he isn't able to do that at the moment, because he's having to play with James Rodriguez, who doesn't come back as much as you would like him to. So Casemiro really is struggling there. But Toni Kroos, he played an okay match. It looked better actually watching that than it does on the stats. I feel like he played better than his stats say. Yeah, but I think it was good. I think Toni Kroos played good. It obviously wasn't great. I think potentially not having James, but instead having Modric in there maybe prevents that second goal, because Casemiro and Kroos step out because they're kind of like, they're more playing like a 4-2-1-3, with just like the two midfielders. They're not being holding midfielders. They're more just stepping up and doing their thing. But with Modric in there, you get Toni Kroos and Modric as your regular midfielders, and then you get Casemiro as your holding midfielder. And Casemiro as a holding midfielder is really, really good. And I feel like he would have blocked that. I feel like he would have applied pressure to Di Maria, would have made him shoot a little bit earlier, and potentially didn't get a good swing on it, and it wouldn't have been a goal for 2-0. So yeah, Modric missing. James has his pluses and his downgrades. I mean, pluses and negatives, or pluses and minuses. And Modric also has his. Now, for probably there's actually 5 problems here. We're gonna go and step on the 4th problem now, which would be the morale of this team. So I don't know if you all saw it, but Gareth Bale refused to hold the flag at the beginning of the match. I'm not sure what they're called, but it's like a little flag that has the symbol, the Real Madrid logo on it, and a certain player holds it for the photos. And it was given to Bale to hold, and he gave it immediately away to Dani Carvajal, which definitely shows some problems there with Gareth Bale's dedication to the team. Also, I'm not sure if James Rodriguez is completely dedicated to the team either. I don't know if he is, but he is playing well as Gareth Bale. They're both playing great. They might be the top 2 players so far this season. And then 5th problem would be Eden Hazard not being fit. Now, Eden Hazard, when he did get the ball, he was not terrible. He was okay. He was getting some nice touches. He was dribbling up. It was hard for him to do stuff though. PSG really had him locked down, and he couldn't make a lot for himself. And I feel like Marcelo being in there gives Hazard more room to move into the box. Well, not into the box, but just in better positions. Because Ferland Mendy wasn't very attack-minded, while Marcelo would be more playing like a left midfielder instead of a left back. And I feel like that would have opened up Hazard a little bit more. Would have made it a little bit easier to break down PSG. And like I said earlier, Marcelo probably could have probably made a couple shots on target, which would have been crucial in that match because there was 0 on target from Madrid. So yeah, I think once Hazard was not fit for the match. He came off like 65th minute. I can't remember the exact minute he came off. But yeah, he's just coming off the injury. I feel like he's got to get that fitness back. Once he gets his fitness back, I feel like he'll be able to carve out some chances on his own, like he would at Chelsea. And I also feel that once we get some of the returns, one of the returnees, Marcelo is probably the biggest player that is going to return. Sergio Ramos is also a big player to return, but I feel like Marcelo is bigger because I feel like Militao can do the job, but he's just got to learn. But Ferland Mendy isn't doing great on the offense, and Marcelo will fix that problem. I'm pretty much 100% on that, and he'll create some chances. So yeah, in my full analysis of the game, Madrid weren't terrible, but they definitely were not good. They did get outplayed at the end of the day. 3-0 PSG. It doesn't change my predictions for the group. I think Madrid and PSG are still going to go through that group. It might even come down to the game at the Bernabeu. But we'll see. So, thank you all for watching this game analysis. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up on it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you want me to talk about anything else football or soccer related, leave it down below in the comments. I'll see you later. Take care, peace out, and bye-bye.